All right, time to check in with Tyler Orton with business in Vancouver, and we are going to continue that conversation about world markets. We saw a lot of kind of back and forth the day of the election, but markets really seeming to rebound today.
Oh, yeah, you spelled it out just a moment ago there, Sonia, when you pointed out that S&P, Dow Jones are all up this morning, and it's puzzling to a lot of analysts. I'll throw out some other good examples. Dow Jones Industrial Average, it actually closed yesterday just 40 points shy of an all-time high. Japan's Nikkei index, which tumbled dramatically upon news that Donald Trump was going to be president, it actually made up all that ground when it opened up on markets earlier this morning. Australia, it made its biggest one-day jump since 2011, and Shanghai stock index, it's up 1.6%. So a lot of people are wondering why. After, as you said, Sonia, there's a lot of C sign in the world markets upon news that Donald Trump, it looked like he was going to be president of the United States. So some theories out there, markets, they don't like uncertainty. And all the polls were indicating that Hillary Clinton was going to win. So now there's more certainty coming back into the markets. There's also the possibility that more of the investors, that they're happy that there's going to be a clean sweep through Congress. It's going to be controlled by Republicans. Donald Trump, the Republican candidate, he's going to be in control of the White House. Could be better for getting a lot of legislation passed, more stability with the economy. One last theory out there is that maybe Donald Trump, people think that he could actually stimulate the economy better with tax cuts. So the markets, they're reacting to it, but it's still leaving a lot of investors puzzled at this point, just the dramatic back and forth that we saw just in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, it certainly is puzzling, to say the least.
Yeah.
In other news today, Stats Canada releasing a new housing price index numbers for September.
Yeah, the interesting thing here to me is there's a bit of a gap opening up between Canada's national numbers as well as Vancouver's numbers here. Year over year, Vancouver's doing quite well, but if we break it down month to month, then we're seeing that gap that I mentioned. It's opening up between Canada and the Metro Vancouver region. So overall, Canada, 2.8% gain in new housing prices. That's year over year, but month to month, it was just 0.2%. Compare that to Vancouver's 0.3% month to month gain, whereas it made a 5.2% gain year over year. What I'm getting at here is that Vancouver, it's doing well year over year, but month to month, ever since we got the implementation of the foreign buyers tax back in August, it's actually closing that gap quite a bit. So there appears to be less demand, especially when you compare it to a region like Victoria. Victoria, it had a 0.5% jump month to month versus Vancouver's 0.3%. No foreign buyers tax in Victoria. So we definitely see that this is having an impact, especially here on the Metro Vancouver region. I'm very curious to know what next month's numbers are going to be. I should mention, of course, I was speaking about the month of September just now. So October, that might be the litmus test to see just how effective this has been at dampening the interest from foreign investors.
All right, well, we shall wait and see. Tyler, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sonia.